You are still watching Ways. Now, the United Nations Day for South-South Cooperation aims to raise people's awareness of the UN's effort to work on technical cooperation amongst developing countries. Now, it also celebrates the economic, social, and political developments made in recent years by regions and countries in the South. It is a time for individuals and organizations to agree on the importance of South-South cooperation in complementing North-South cooperation to support low-income countries in achieving development goals. Now, on this day, political leaders from different countries reaffirm their goals in working with the UN leaders to reinforce or strengthen ties on their commitment to South-South cooperation in developing countries. And this can be done through speeches, action plans, special seminars or conferences, or press announcement, right? I mean, everybody knows that the future is collaboration. Anywhere, any way possible, partnerships, collaboration. I don't believe in loner, doing things by yourself. There's one person that has what you need. You just need to find the right person and collaborate. Yeah.
There's a group of people also that need the solution that you have.
Absolutely.
So when you don't get your clientele or the people that you need to work with within your circle, broaden your horizons.
Absolutely. All right, so quickly, who we starting with? Manny, I think you're ready. Yes.
Okay, 9 rescued as one-story building collapses in Lagos. So, Lagos Territorial Coordinator, National Emergency Management Agency, Ibrahim Farinloye, has announced that 9 persons who were trapped when a story building around Akinwumi Street, Mende in Maryland area of Lagos State sunk due to torrential rainfall on Monday, September 12th, have been rescued. So, Farinloye said the agency's officials were deployed to rescue the victims after receiving a distress call about the agency. The torrential rainfall, which lasted for about 4 hours in the early hours of the day, flooded lots of communities in Lagos State. NEMA advanced team, upon close observation, called for more reinforcement of personnel. The landlord of the building had used the ladder to escape, but NEMA questioned him for failure to contact emergency respondents, but someone from one of the trapped victims' offices contacted NEMA. So it's really sad, and especially since we know the kind of rain that falls in Lagos. So we have rainfalls falling for 4 days non-stop, 7 days non-stop. So all the buildings that are not, up to standard are going to give way this time.
In fact, talking about rainfall, let me quickly just take my story, because that's what is linked to the conversation that you just made. There was a part of Lagos today. I mean, if they can bring out that video, I think it's Aboru, Iyana, Ipaja area of Lagos, right? You needed to have seen this video. They said that area has been completely affected by the flood, that the flood had taken over. If you see the video, I mean, the man behind the camera talking, the entire place. So it is on complete lockdown. Submerged
is
inside
this Lagos?
Now there's a palm tree in this video, right? That palm tree is supposed to be very tall. See the level of wet water is. So I mean, when we're talking about real planning, right? These are the things that we demand from governance, right? Like, do you know that there are some places I will go to in this Lagos and say, do people really live here?
Even
like,
under the Third Mainland Bridge.
How do you survive, right? So this is like complete lockdown. So whether we like it or not, the government must take, because you know your problem. We don't have snow in this country. We don't have volcanic eruption. We don't have earthquakes. Rain. I mean, I saw a video of teachers when they were drilling students when there's an earthquake, how in China and all of that. We don't have all of those things. What we
don't even have hurricanes, and they can't handle this.
Do you understand? And you cannot handle flood. So what if we started having issues like what the other
God knew already.
God, we were not destined to be. We were not destined to just be like this. Be small forever.
That's quotes. It will give you the.
It will give you what you can handle. It won't give you
that we wouldn't be able to handle. So he gave us the grace to not have to go through it. Because the countries that went through tsunamis and hurricanes, I mean, we've had enough practice. We've seen it happen in my lifetime. At least I've experienced it 20 years, if nothing else. And soldier come, soldier go. Nothing changes.
Let's move on. Quickly, Elsie, your story.
Okay. So 60 million Nigerians suffering from mental illness and this is from
60
a
million.
psychiatrist.
Submerged.
So Professor Taiwo Obindo, President Association of Psychiatrists in Nigeria, says that more than 60 million Nigerians are suffering from mental illness. He's also the chairman, Faculty of Psychiatry, West African College of Physicians, Nigerian chapter. He said this in an interview with newsmen in Abuja on Sunday. He said, and I quote, mental health care is in a sorry state given that we have more than 60 million Nigerians suffering from various mental illnesses, and the fact that only about 10% of them were able to access appropriate care. We are left with more than 90% who are unable to access care, and this group is called the treatment gap for mental illness. He said the gap was as a result of various factors like the knowledge gap, in which the people do not have appropriate information about the causes and treatment for mental illness. It was important for me to take this because 60 million out of 200 million, that's
alarming.
It is alarming.
I believe
that the number is higher than that, actually.
Oh, wow.
I was just going to say that I believe that we have more than 60 million mental cases in Nigeria. Everybody is almost mental.
Yeah.
In this country.
I know well.
Myself, I meant
like this. You go get because
I
there's a way something will happen.
I'm
The way we
one
drive,
of
you
the
can
very
tell that
few
we're
ones that
mental.
are well.
Don't say that
You're
one.
speaking in faith.
A friend
Your
said
wellness is even
that
relative to
those that
certain
have
things.
mental illness are the ones that usually say they are the ones that
There's
don't
nothing
have.
wrong with them because they don't want to be committed.
So
Quickly like this.
it is well.
Back to mental illness, don't Jerry. I went to a forum yesterday, funnily enough, and when we left, I mentioned depression and everything. And 3 people stopped me after the forum saying they had experienced it. Now, these are people that function through it on autopilot. So you recognize it, you call it what it is. But the ones that don't recognize it, because the way we drive alone in Nigeria, we keep saying everybody is mad. We're under pressure and the pressure is getting worse.
It's worse.
So, to my story, thank you for opening it for me because of this same pressure, network is not working for me right now. A graduate of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Lautech, Ogbomoso, Oyo State, Oshuleke Alaba, who recently returned his certificate to the institution, requesting refund of his fees during his studentship, has received 500,000 startup fund support from the Alumni Association. Mr. Alaba, who graduated from the Department of Agricultural Extension and Rural Development, had complained about the worthlessness of his certificate following his failure to secure a job years after graduation. We treated this story last week, and we're just trying to give you an update because we don't really want to delve into it. But you know how Nigerians are. Once your story goes viral, we're going to chip in 1 naira at a time, 2,000 naira at a time, and we're going to help you out. That doesn't mean you should go and create a viral story hoping for help.
You know what? We're going to see videos this week of so many people returning their certificates.
Trying to raise funds.
I don't know.
wait.
I don't think that will happen.
That's how
I'm
we
even
roll.
more concerned about I'm glad that the alumni is doing this. It's very, very heartwarming.
Yeah.
But what is the structure they are building around this man? Have they really had a conversation with him
God will
to
bless
know
you.
what he
I'm sure
needs?
his alumni will
how?
offer him job.
No,
I hope
let
so.
me tell you
I hope
something.
so.
Not everything is
Elsie just started a business, right? Before you say you want to hand money to someone to set up something, what's the structure?
Did he even say
I
he
don't
was
think
set
he's
up
set up. I think it's to first attend to his
Okay.
immediate
Well, on that note,
But yeah, kudos to them, but
kudos to them.
This is why we are here.
That's why we are where
Peace
we
and
are.
structure.
No, because we do not have a structure. Let me
I
tell you
know.
something. If I am not here tomorrow, ways will still go on. Because there's a template on ground, there's a structure. So regardless of the whatever, if Uwa is not present, the show goes on because there's a structure to follow. That's why we do not have continuity. We don't have any form of growth or progress. Let me leave the conversation
Accountability.
for where we enter.
When we go into
Instead
this
of our guests, stay with us. We'll be right back.